to my channel. It is Tuesday the 30th of October, which means it's day 30 of Vlogtober, so we're nearly at the end of Vlogtober, and it's also Tuesday, which is Treat Bowl Tuesday. So today I'm going to show you a comforting, warm, comforting, cozy treat bowl. So I'm actually making the main part of it now, because they're ready for the tonight, and then I can just finish it off later on. So, but you can do it all in one go if you want. And it's basically 8 bakes and Lotus biscuits, Biscoff spread. I don't have this very often in the evening, just now and again I really fancy it sometimes. I usually have, if I make oat bakes, either like for breakfast, or if we're going out for the day I might have them for my lunch, like with some speed, like a pear or an apple or something. Yeah, so sometimes I just fancy them in the evening. Sorry, I'm just a little bit high up there. So I'm going to show you how to make them. Probably most people know how to make oat bakes, but if not, you can watch this bit. If not, I'll just show you the end bit. But they're just like a little bit gooey and just a little bit different. So yeah, let's show you what we're going to make. So first of all, you're going to need 40 grams of oats, which is your healthy extra B for today. I'm just using, I think they're just Tesco's own oats, they're cheapy ones, but you can obviously use any brand. And I'm also going to use some quark. You can use the fat-free natural yogurt, but I haven't got any of that in at the moment. And this is, quark is quite good on an SP day. I think also the Greek style yogurt you could use as well, the fat-free one, which is all free. And Biscoff spread, you're going to need 1 tablespoon of this, which is a level tablespoon, which is 4.5 sins, and 2 Lotus biscuits. You could just use 1, but I used 1 last time, I'm just going to use 2 this time. I just felt it needed it. So that's 4 sins, so it's quite a high dessert, high treat bowl, but I've got lots of sins left for today, so yeah, that's why I'm going to add 2. And I've got an egg, and you can either use the sweetener, just use a teaspoon of sweetener, which is free. If you're going to use a tablespoon, you will need to sin it, which is half a sin. I'm actually going to use some skinny syrup, a butter toffee, but I'll show you how to make it. Right, so you get your bowl, and I'm just going to put an egg in here. You can whisk the egg up before if you want, but I'm just going to add it in. So I've just mixed my egg into there, and I'm actually going to use a different spoon, because obviously I don't want the egg to get in. Right, so I've just got, I'll probably just a massive tablespoon in there of quark. Now I'm going to add another massive tablespoon. So basically I think you're going to need like half a tub. That's what I usually use. Right, let's move it out of the way. Mix that around. Right, I'm using this packet, so because I'm using both, I'm just basically going to bash the whole packet if I can. I'm going to use the back of the knife. Or you could use your rolling pin, just take your anger out. Don't hit too hard though in case the bag splits. But obviously if you're buying the pack, I just bought these individual ones because they were on offer. If you're buying the pack, oh right, it has split now, so we'll leave that. I think that's done. Right, so now I'm going to add my butter toffee skinny syrup, but as I said, you could add anything to sweeten it. It doesn't need much, but so I'm just going to literally use a capful, which will just sweeten. Oh, okay, just over a capful there. But you could just use a teaspoon of sweetener, just something to give it a bit of sweetened taste. Obviously you're going to get the sweetness from the Biscoff biscuits, and I'm going to add those in a minute. But this is like my pudding. This is like my, I don't normally have a pudding. I always just have a treat bowl. So I usually have my dinner, and then I wait a while and have my little treat bowl. It's something I've always had. I've always had something in the evenings. So yeah, if I've had a light breakfast, then I'll have a bigger treat bowl. Sometimes I do just have a chocolate bar, or sometimes I just have some fruit and a bit of quark, or just fruit on its own. So yeah, that's the syrup all mixed in, and I'm going to add it's actually split somewhere, but I'm going to get the scissors and I'm going to put the biscuits in here as well, which are all now crumpled. There it is. I found the split. Ooh. You could just make this all as one big pie like kind of thing. I'm just going to use individual bakes just because that's the way I prefer them. Right, so I've also got these silicone little cupcake cases. This is how I put what I've used for mine. I'm going to use a baking tray and just pop them in there just to keep their shape. I don't know how many I need, I can never remember. And I'm also going to use some fry lights. Sorry, I forgot to mention about the fry light. I'm going to use 4 for now, but I have a feeling we might need 5. There's the 5th one there, just in case, but I haven't sprayed it yet. Right, so there you have it. There's 4 in there, so I don't need the 5th one. I could have done 5 and just done smaller ones, but I thought I'd just do 4 big ones. So you will need a preheated oven, and I've put mine on 190 degrees, but yeah, 180 to sort of 190 is about right. I've got a fan oven, so it does get quite hot in there. So yeah, I'm going to pop this in the oven and I'll show you what they look like when they come out. So I've just taken these out of the oven. This one was started to go brown on the top, but it'll be fine. But the rest of them are all absolutely fine. They're all cooked through. They've been in the oven for about 20 minutes. I just kept an eye on them, and what I'm going to do is I've let them cool down, but I probably will pop them back in the oven later on, or maybe warm them up in the microwave, just because I want them slightly warm. But if you are going to have them, if you're serving them straight away, then obviously just let them cool down slightly before you put them in a bowl, and I'll show you what to do next. So I've just put my oat bakes back in the oven just to warm them through again, and I'm just measuring out a tablespoon, which is a level tablespoon of the Lotus Biscoff. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it into here, into a little ramekin, basically something that's microwavable, because I'm going to put this in the microwave to melt, and I'll let you know how long for, because I can never remember. I kind of do 10 seconds at a time. I'm going to make sure I get every bit out, because obviously I want all of it. And it's just to melt it slightly. Right, that's done. There we go. I'm going to put that in the microwave now. So there are the oat bakes. They're out of the oven now, so they're all nice and warm. And what I've done is I've melted the Biscoff spread, and I'm literally, all I'm going to do is just pour it all over the top. So there you have it. That's my Lotus Biscoff oat bakes. So we've got the biscuits inside, which I use 2, which are 2 sins. The oats are my healthy extra B, and I've topped it with the Biscoff, which is a level tablespoon for 4.5 sins. I'm also going to use some blueberries, but you can use any, maybe berries, or like strawberries, raspberries, or sliced pear, sliced apple, and just pop it on the top if you fancy some speed. So yeah, I'm just going to pop these on the top, and this is going to be my Treat Bowl Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please give us a thumbs up, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Take care. Thank you. Bye.